As you can see, I believe the story here is told another time, the seventh time, from another perspective. And I will say that it is a long chapter because I will take 17 and 18 together. I will try to do that, but it will be long. So I will try to go as fast as I can through all the verses. Some I will not go over, but you can, of course, and I encourage you to look it up for yourself, read it for yourself. Okay. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So this is a whore sitting upon many waters. She is from many nations, or sitting upon, she is, her influence is great. And who the kings of the earth have committed fornication with. So she is also a leader to these kings of the earth. And the inhabitants of the earth have been drunk and made drunk with the wine of her fornication. See, she is also of influence to the nations in regards to false gods, fornication, walking away from the true one God. And he carried me away, verse 3, in the spirit to the wilderness, and I saw a woman set on a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, and having 7 heads and 10 horns. This is the dragon which she sitteth on. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colors, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great. And the word the mystery is not that she is still to us a mystery. It is a mystery that is being revealed. She is revealed now. She is Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. So, and she was drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And let's see, we can go further. And it is described that she is basically one with all the empires before her. She sits on the dragon with the 7 heads, and she sits on the 7 mountains. So those are the kingdoms of the earth. And she is also one with the 10 kings and the Antichrist. And the 10 kings will hate her and will burn her with fire. So that is also said. And let's see. And he said unto me, verse 15, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. those are the 10 kings that will reign for 1 hour with the Antichrist. Not literally 1 hour, but I think it is set just to make that they will reign a certain amount of time. And verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth. It is a city or a nation or a land that reigns over the kings of the earth in the last days. And in chapter 18, she is further described, and it is a lot. So bear with me. Okay. Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So it is a place, it is a real city, a real nation, a real land, country, that is become filthy. So every evil devil will habitate it. It is a place where every foul spirit will behold, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. I believe this tells me that it is a place where a lot of witchcraft, a lot of devil worshipping, it is the headquarters of that religion. It is the headquarters where everything operates from. So where is it? I think if I look in the earth and I look and see and I think what nation, what city would qualify for this. We will continue to read. And it is told that all nations have drunk of the wine of her fornication. She is teaching the whole world to fornicate against God, the one true God. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So the kings of the earth, they all are one with her, and they are serving these false gods with her. And of course, the one God they want to serve, this woman want to serve, is the devil, the dragon. That is what she sits on. So devil worshippers, and the kings of the earth follow her, all of them. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through her abundance of her delicacies. This is a rich country or city, or yes, but the earth, the merchants, I must say, of the earth became rich because of her. And verse 4, come out of her, my people, that ye not be partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Come out of her, my people. That is another indication of the rapture. I believe this is the story being told again, of course. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. And verse 7, how she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For everything she enjoyed, give her double. And she says in her heart, I said the queen, I am no widow, and I will see no sorrow. She is proud. And she boasts. She thinks nothing will ever be able to throw me down. I have sit here forever, and I will continue to do so. I am that mighty. That is what she thinks. Therefore her plagues shall come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. That will happen in one day. This country or this city will burn in one day. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and to lament for her. And when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar for fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Nobody expected this. They are really struck by what they see. They see her burning. And how is this possible? And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver, precious stones and pearls, and fine linen and purple, and silk and scarlet and tine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, chariots, slaves, and souls of men. Chariots, slaves, and souls of men. Every good thing, every precious stone, every gold and silver thing, but also slaves and souls of men. Human trafficking. Souls of men, I believe that stands for selling your soul. And where do we see all of these things? In what country or in what city we see all these things? And we continue, and the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stone and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. Every shipmaster and all company in ships and sailors and many as trade by sea stand as far off. This city, this country has also is strong in trading by sea. And more lamentation, and in verse 20, rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for God hath avenged you on her. And a mighty angel took up a stone like a millstone, great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying thus with violence, shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all. And the voice of harpers, of musicians, of pipers, trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee. So music, they're great also in music. And no craftsman, and whosoever crafty be, and whatsoever crafty be, shall be found any more in thee. Craft, artists, and the sound of millstones shall be heard no more at all in thee. Wrenches, farmers, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee. And the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be no more at all heard in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth. Great men of the earth. Bridegroom, bride, no more. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived. They have great influence. And the word his sorceries in the Greek is pharmacia. The pharmaceutical companies. They teach you to trust them, but they are not to be trusted. They operate under Satan, and their pharmaceuticals will not heal. They are only treating symptoms, but not the root cause. And in her was found the blood of prophets and of saints, and all of that were slain upon the earth. She is the one responsible because of her influence, and she influenced the whole earth. And who could that be? Who could she be? When we look in the earth, what nation, what country, what city is like this one? And I can only think of one: the United States of America. And if you can say, well, it is a city, it is not a whole country, that could be. Then I say we will either look at Los Angeles or New York, but it is America. I believe that with everything I've seen here, they lead in devil worshipping. They are the headquarters of devil worshippers, of human trafficking. They are number one when it comes to missing people per year. They have the most missing persons, children missed, sacrificing them, abortions, and of course the music industry, the film industry. They promote, at least now we see they do. They've always done it, but undercover. But now they are truly showing themselves. They promote devil worshipping. The music industry and the film industry. And everything, they are the most wealthy nation with everything they sell. When you go there, you are delighted by all they have. Everything good is in abundance. But you also hear stories of encounters with demons, encounters with weird creatures, people that have lived and were be able to tell. But a lot of them, we know, didn't live to tell. But Mystery Babylon will fall. And I believe she is the United States of America.